Hello, I'm going to be reviewing a run I did for the first ever Monster Train League. There's more information on Reddit, but basically Sinus Never Nathaniel and I are starting up a Monster Train League where each week there's a unique challenge and the best score across all of the seeds wins. And this week, since we're all speedrunners, we decided it'd be fun to have the challenge be 6 random seeds, and whoever gets the fastest time across all of them wins, with penalties for getting defeated before the final boss. So this one here is one of the seeds I submitted. There's 6 total, and it's Hellhorned Awoken. I was hoping to get some sort of spikes on the champ that gets armor, but that wasn't a choice. So I decided to make him a killer instead. Right now I'm looking for a tank. Alpha Fiend isn't exactly a tank, but it's pretty good, and it scales, hopefully to counteract the sap that Serap's gonna give. And I immediately find multi-strike and health, so he can become a tank, which is great. It's not exactly enough health to last throughout the whole game, but it's definitely going to do for now. So here I don't take the trial. I probably could have, but I just was worried about health, I guess. Been playing a lot of Covenant 25 and forgot this is Covenant 1, so I probably didn't need to worry about it. But yeah, that fully upgraded Alpha Fiend is plenty to do right now, and the Sharpen will both buff his attack and deal with backliners, so I picked that up quickly. And I get Grig's Goad, which is amazing, especially with the Alpha Fiend that scales based on attack. And I make a quick decision here to go with +3 capacity on a random floor. The idea being that I will dupe my fully upgraded Alpha Fiend and just have a giant kill floor. So downside being that I can't set up on the floor I want to. I have to go with the floor that it gives me. But here against Daedalus, that is plenty of damage. And the 50 health is holding up pretty well. Still am missing a little bit of defense for later. Like right now, it's fine, but later on, it's not going to cut it. So I need some sort of extra defense. And I guess Cycle of Life, which is the answer there. And I don't need any more units since I'm just going to dupe my fully upgraded unit. And I pick up capacity because I do have that imp that gives armor, and I might get something else I want later. I can't think of what it would be, but I wanted that flexibility. And I make a mistake here. I get the armor prince. I don't think I'll be tanking with him. So that was just a mistake. And this is a little awkward since I want to set up as low as possible, but because these guys' damage goes up, but the bigger capacity floor is in the middle, so I decided to go with that instead. But then I realized I can't even play both Fiends on the first turn if I draw them, so that's a little awkward. But with Cycle of Life, plenty of health to last through this boss. And the scaling is really fast with 3 times multi-strike. The champion now is kind of really extra. I'm relying on those Alpha Fiends. And I pick up Pyro there because I do still have a lot of expensive cards. Cycle of Life, the Rage cards. I have Rage doesn't decay, so I kind of want to keep those Rituals of Battle around. And I double stack 1. That's 32 damage. You know, times 3 on the Alpha Fiends. But I do misplay that quite a bit later on in the run. I decided to remove Train Stewards who have served their point. They're just taking a draw right now, and I do get rid of a Restore, and in hindsight probably could have kept that around a little bit. Yeah, I set up on the second floor here so that I can get both of my Alpha Fiends. With the idea that hopefully that's enough health to live through the stealth boss, but quickly realizing that it's not. I needed to set up on the upper floor because now I only have 1 Alpha Fiend since those guys do so much damage. And I am dying here. So we do use the in-game timer for the result of the speed run for this particular challenge. So I'm gonna just restart this battle rather than take the failure. So it's not ideal, but it is within rules. So I'm gonna go back in and I set up on the top floor, which will give me time to kill all those 2 health units that do 10 damage, or 20 damage since they have multi-strike. And then I can throw in the extra Alpha Fiend to remove stealth if I draw it in time for the stealth boss. Yeah, so I'm taking way less damage now just by having that extra floor to torch those guys. And Hornbreak. Now I can throw the Alpha Fiend down to absorb at least 4 hits of stealth. So now it's only got, I think, 4 left. And even just having 1 more floor is an extra stealth charge that goes away, and that is plenty to live through. Nothing there I need. Spikes, I do get spikes, but it's kind of, I'd rather have the armor from the imp, and then I'd have to kill the imp, so I don't pick up this shard channeler. Steel Enhancer is 9 damage on an Alpha Fiend and 3 health. I figure it's worth holding over. I have a pretty small deck, so I'll probably want to pick up draw in this fight. Is what I was thinking there. And again, the middle floor, which is not ideal since then I won't be able to kill the Scourge Givers as they come. But on the first turn I wasn't gonna be able to do that anyway. And I do think I have enough Ember to deal with most of them at least. I am lacking, I don't know at this point if Cycle of Life is going to be enough for the final battle, since the Temperament has a lot of damage coming in, and the torches and hornbreaks, I don't have enough of them to deal with most of that damage. So I'm looking for some way to live. that is more than just 10 health. I could give I make that Scourge Giver do 31 damage, which is obviously a mistake. I meant to send it so that I could kill it and get some extra charges of the Alpha Fiend's attack. So unexpectedly, both of my Alpha Fiends are living here. I figured one of them would die, but and then I pick up Quick here, and that is the solution. That is the defensive solution. Because if I can scale up the Alpha Fiend with enough damage, then that will kill the ads, and I dupe it, so both Alpha Fiends are quick, and that should take care of the bulk of the incoming damage. And then here, I set up on the second floor. Again, not ideal since the Scourge Givers are on the bottom floor, but I got enough Ember to deal with it with Pyrogrow and etc. And it does give me the option to ascend some of the enemies if I have extra damage floating around, which I do usually. Tiresome climb, that's the word I was looking for. And I take advantage of it there. I'm realizing the second Alpha Fiend isn't really scaling nearly as much since I'm putting everything into the front one, but that's fine. Yeah, there's no way that guy could scale it fast enough to deal with all that damage. Pick up more Rage and Armor since both are amazing. Armor, not so much until the boss, but I slightly concerned on that front. Pick up a totally unnecessary trinket there, since I can't upgrade units, I'm on the wrong side of the path. But double stack on the Rage card is good. And I'll just set up wherever they give me extra capacity. Top floor it is. And fortunately, I did not draw my second Alpha Fiend that turn, because I wouldn't have been able to play it. So now I got them both. And the boss was kind enough to come up there so they could scale up pretty quickly. So I got my first quick, which is not gonna do much yet, since that 160 health isn't enough to get through that. With my second quick and one more round of scaling, I'm able to kill everything before they attack. So the armor is unnecessary. And even the sharpen now is giving a lot of scaling. And the cycles of life and steel enhancers are giving me the HP buffer for that pretty high attack to deal with Seraph. And I daze my front unit because I was too busy mashing. But plenty of damage to spare. So I get it in, looks like 12 minutes, 27 seconds. I think the in-game time will show like another 10 seconds or so. The timer has to finish loading this screen, I think. So yeah, 12 minutes 34 seconds. It's not bad. Some of that's equivalent to some of the all clans speed runs, the slower ones like the Melting Remnant. So I think that's a pretty good time.